Good afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to BBTV, your home to Buffett News. Today is Wednesday, November 9th, 2016. My name is Ellie, bringing you the news that matters. As always, let's begin with the daily announcements. Come one, come all to Buffett's annual Science and Engineering Fair. This is open to all 6th, 7th, and 8th graders who are interested in completing a science fair project. Applications for the fair are due November 11th. See your science teacher for more details. Bobcats, do you like Sky Zone? If so, then be sure to mark your calendars for this Sunday, November 13th. The Buffett PTO is hosting the first annual Jump Night. Space is limited, so you must reserve a spot. Please see the link we sent out to all your parents. Any students who is interested in participating in the school-wide spelling bee should sign up outside the main office. The school spelling bee is a written exam and will be held on Wednesday, December 7th during homeroom in the library. Sign up by Friday, November 18th to assure your participation. That's it for the announcements today, Bobcats. We'll head over to Julianne McKenzie for 2 quick news stories in just a minute. But first, let's go over to Laura for a special report that takes a look at all the exciting election coverages from last night's voting.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. I'm Laura, here to get you updated with all of last night's election results. The big prize up for grabs was obviously the office of the President of the United States. Well, the American people have spoken, and the next president of our country is Donald Trump. He beat out Democratic rival Hillary Clinton, and it's a very surprising victory. In order to win, a candidate must receive 270 electoral votes. Mr. Trump ended with 276, and Ms. Clinton ended with 218. The key to Trump's victory was surprise wins in key swing states such as Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Iowa. But how did he do right here in Nebraska? Well, historically, our state has always voted Republican, so it's no surprise he won our state, but how close was it? Trump earned 60% of the votes, and Hillary Clinton earned 34%. The presidential vote gets the vast majority of the attention on election year, but it's definitely not the only thing on the ballots. What else was voted on in Nebraska? The biggest issues facing Nebraska voters was the death penalty law. It was recently taken away from our state, and voters had to decide if they wanted it back. After all the votes were counted, it was clear that Nebraskans do want it back. The vote passed about 4-1 for those in favor of restoring the controversial act. Another thing voters decided yesterday was who will represent our district in the U.S. Representatives. The 2 contenders were Brad Ashford and Don Bacon. As of this morning, the race is still too close to call. Currently, Bacon has a slight lead of 49%, and Ashford is right behind him at 47%. Because not every vote has been counted, both candidates will have to wait before the news is official one way or another. This has been Laura getting you caught up with the election results and this BBTV special report. Have a great day, Bobcats.
We know that Halloween has passed, but we still like hearing about the cool costumes on that special night. 12-year-old Tyler Plotkin was born with epilepsy, a disease in which nerve cell activity causes seizures. But this did not stop him from having an enjoyable Halloween night. A group of juniors from a tech high school spent 3 months making his wheelchair into an over-the-top remote-control tank. So, Bobcats, it's time to form your opinion. Would you spend 3 months making a Halloween costume to get in the Halloween spirit?
Starbucks is going green. Every year, the company releases a special holiday cup. For the past several years, this cup has been red. This is about to change as the new holiday cup design came to Starbucks stores this past Tuesday. The cup, which features a piece of art with more than 100 people drew with only one stroke, will be this year's design. This art piece is meant to create a symbol of unity as a reminder of our shared values and to show connections between employees and customers. If you miss the red cups, don't worry because they are not planned to be gone long. Some Starbucks employees say that some holiday plans are still under wraps. Many customers have noticed boxes at Starbucks stores labeled "No peeking" until November 10th. Looks like we will have to wait and see.
What's up, Bobcats? This is Emmy here in the Sports Zone to get you updated on all things sports. Today is Wednesday, which means it's time to check out a specific play, athlete, or sport. For this segment, we'll be focusing on one athlete from the historic World Series win that took place last week. We're going to check out infielder Ben Zobrist, who is the MVP of the World Series. In the 10th inning of the 7th game, Zobrist scored a double, which gave the Cubs the lead they needed. Last year, he played for the Kansas City Royals, but this year joined the Chicago Cubs. This is his second World Series win in 367 days. Now let's move into the BBTV Big Three. For today, since we focused on Ben Zobrist, we're going to share with you 3 things you need to know about his performance in the World Series. 1. Zobrist hit 5 hits in his first 8 World Series at-bats. 2. He walked 4 times during the World Series. 3. He scored a total of 4 runs. That's all the time in the Sports Zone. Now let's head over to the weather with Jackson.
Hey Bobcats, it's Jackson here bringing you the weather. Today there's going to be a high of 61 and a low of 39 with a 10% chance of rain. On Thursday there's going to be a high of 65 and a low of 39 with no chance of rain, so you don't have to worry about bringing an umbrella. Finally, to end off your school week, there's going to be a high of 58 and a low of 34. That's going to do it here. Now let's head over to Avion to spin that world's famous wheel.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Avion here for our daily feature. As always, let's begin by spinning our world's famous BBTV feature wheel to find out where our focus will be today. It looks like we landed on Birds the Word, which means we are going to take a look at one word that we think might get you saying. Today we will look at the word cacophobia, which means the fear of failure or defeat. An example would be Sam is extremely competitive due to her cacophobia. If you're having trouble pronouncing it, hopefully this will help you out.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today, Bobcats. For more info on many of the stories you've heard and seen today and what we are working on for our future episodes, be sure to follow our Twitter page @BuffettBBTV. Signing off, this has been Ellie. Have a terrific day, Bobcats.